Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. You'll notice that the background of my video is in pink, and that is in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I thought I would do all of my videos in October with the pink background to support breast cancer awareness. Today I'm going to show you a few more of my owl punch art. Last month I showed you some Halloween items with little Frankie and the ghost, the bat, and the spider. And today I'm going to show you the tulips, the pear, the guitar, and the little kitty cat. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with the tulips. For the tulips, you can pick any color of tulip that you want. Here I have Wisteria Wonder as the color, and then I use Pear Pizzazz for my stems. So I used 3 of the owls, so just the regular owl builder punch, and I just used 3 owls. And then for the leaves for our stems, I actually used the bird builder punch and used the wing for the bird builder punch. So once we have those, now we'll just take our little paper snips and we'll snip off all the little feetsies of our owl because we don't need those on our tulips. And then you can pick the color of your choice and a sponge dauber to rub the edges. Sometimes I like to use the exact same color just for that darker edge, but today I'm actually going to be using a darker color so that I have a Wisteria Wonder tulip, but then I'm going to use Elegant Eggplant as the border. So I'm just going to gently rub it along there for that darker edge with one of my sponge daubers. And I'll do that on all of our tulips. And there you have your little tulip pieces, and then your stems. And then here's your little leaves that you can have as many or as few as you want. How fabulous and simple is that? Perfect for spring or for any occasion. I love tulips. I mean, of course, they make me think of spring, and I love spring. It's my favorite season. So how amazing is that? You could do that with any shades and make a beautiful bouquet. Now onto the guitar. Okay, so for the guitar, we will actually need some of the gold glimmer paper, and you'll need just 1 full owl body, and then a skinny strip of basic black cardstock, so you can use up those scraps. This measures actually a 1/4 inch thick, and then you can go as long as you want. I might end up trimming this off a little bit. Then you will need 2 of the hearts from the owl builder punch, and then 1 of the small circles, so 1 of the circles that's right above his head. So again, we're going to start by just trimming off his little feetsies. And then I'm going to use a mini glue dot. So I'm just going to take the end and stick it on one of the mini glue dots. The best thing is to never touch the mini glue dot because otherwise it gets distorted in its shape, and then it also gets all sticky and everywhere, and sometimes it's hard to get it back off again. So now I'm just going to take my 2 hearts, and I'm going to place the 2 hearts end to end. So the little V at the bottom of the heart, I'm gonna put those together, and then I'm just going to lay that mini glue dot right over top of it. And it's stuck to my table a little bit. There we go. There's just a little bit of mini glue dot left, but that's okay because you'll need that to stick it to your project. And then you'll need 1 more little mini glue dot to do the center of the guitar. So to create that little hole, I'm just going to take that circle and a little mini glue dot and stick it right on there, and then add our piece there, and there you have that fabulous guitar. You could always do it with silver glimmer paper, or you could do it with the Dazzling Details glimmer paper and even add some color by spritzing. Then you could have a fabulous colored guitar as well. So isn't that amazing? Super cute, super love it, and that's for the rock star in your life. Next up is the little kitty cat. Okay, so for the kitty cat, I just have a little 2.5 inch square of designer series paper, any paper that you'd like, to back your little kitty cat on. And then I have 1 of the basic black kitty cat, or owls, and that's going to be our kitty cat. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take just another little scrap piece of basic black, and I'm going to slide it in just a smidge and cut, because we won't be using that piece, but I'm going to slide it in just a smidge more and do it again. And that is going to be our little tail. So here's our tail. He's got a little bit of a point there on the end. I'm going to trim that off. And then I'm actually just going to take my scissors, and if you don't think that you can cut in a straight line, which is perfectly fine, I usually can't, so I'm glad I caught myself, you can always add adhesive to the back, stick it on your piece of cardstock there, and add your tail, and then have it hang off the bottom, and then flip it over and use that as a guide to trim your nice straight line. So there we have our little kitty silhouette in the window with the little tail sticking out, and this I have it as the back of the kitty, so it's the silhouette. And so I did add with a black marker, I just added a few little sprigs to either side to be the little whiskers of the kitty cat. But I didn't actually put a face on it. If you wanted to put a face on it, you could always use the circles here and do little kitty eyeballs. But I decided to just make it simple and have it be the silhouette of the kitty cat in a window. Super cute, super fabulous. Now let's do the pear. Okay, so for the pear, I used some pear pizzazz. Can you imagine that? Pear pizzazz for a pear. So I have pear pizzazz with one of the owls, one of the owl bodies, and then I have just a little bitty piece. And all I did to get that little bitty piece is I just kind of cut a piece in and then cut across and just got like a nice little piece. And it doesn't have to be a perfect rectangle or anything. It just has to be just a little bitty piece. So we're gonna start by trimming off our little feetsies. And then we're going to just cut off and let me see. Let me actually get one more pear one, and this might actually work best to show you. I'm going to take another owl punch and use that as my angle so that it's my guide for cutting off the ear. And it wasn't really the best of guides because it kind of got in my way for cutting. So you're pretty much going to cut the ear off. So you're just going to cut that ear off and sort of keep your little swoopy angle going up. And there you have your pear. Now to make it look a little bit more like a pear, whoop, there went my stem. To make it look a little bit more like a pear, I just took my chocolate chip sponge dauber and added a little bit of ink to the one side to make it look a little bit more round, and then also to the stem. And then I just took a mini glue dot and stuck the stem right on top. You could also do brown rather than doing a pear pizzazz stem. You could do a brown stem, meaning that the pear is ripe and ready for picking, rather than still on the vine. But by adding that texture to the side there with the color, it gives dimension that the pear is round and gives that nice darker look there. And I also added just a smidge to the stem there too, but you could also do just a regular chocolate chip, crumb cake, you know, any shade of brown or tan that you want for your stem on that one. So there's all of our fabulous little punch art. Let's bring them all back in. And there's all of our punch art for this month using the Owl Builder Punch. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss next month's Owl Builder Punch samples. If you want, you can leave me a comment down below for something that you would like to see me create with the Owl Builder Punch, or which ones you would like me to showcase in November. Until next time, happy stamping. Bye-bye.